Hey, what's going on, everybody? It has been a couple of weeks since we were here last, and we're back at it. We are back in the Frontier Mountains here. We're leveling up our warrior tanky spankies on Firiona Vie. Yeah, we're getting right back into it. I really wanted to get some extra leveling in. I've been craving some more EverQuest time. And, you know, when that feeling comes, you might as well just embrace it and go with it. Really, really excited for some more leveling. Oh, let's turn this down just a smidge. But yeah, like I said, we're back into it. Might actually make our way into this tunnel over here in a little bit. We are still fairly unequipped. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time soon actually grabbing items for these last couple of empty slots. Maybe get us some more interesting weapons. I don't know, I think I might just keep these weapons. We got a Blade of Carnage and a Swift Blade of Zek, which is pretty much in-game Velious stuff, so... if not in-game, then like mid-tier Velious stuff. We should be good on weapons until at least 55 or 60, but I do need to get some additional gear soon. We're gonna hit a point probably around 35 or 40 where this stuff starts getting drastically more difficult. Because the twink side of things is wearing off and everything is expected to become group content. So it might be a little bit more difficult. But at least at 30, we're gonna finally get this weapon cap removed from us in our Haste Cap. So this stuff will actually be, you know, usable. I love this area though. Every time I see this area, I was just running my druid here, running my druid back here, and just the entire way, I was just like nostalgic daydreaming about the time that I used to spend in areas like this. And it's crazy because, you know, we always, I don't know about we, but in general, I almost always forget about a good chunk of the bad times that I've had in this game. And all I really end up thinking about is all like the really good times and the nostalgic memories, you know, the rose-tinted glasses. We remember the good stuff, but not necessarily the bad stuff about these games. Oh, there's already somebody here. Oh shit, I don't want to mess with them. I don't want to take their stuff. Oh, it's a 38 magician. Nice. That's cool. It's really cool to see somebody else here. But no, like, I'll just remember, like, the really good times and not necessarily the bad times. So I was just daydreaming about the good times that I used to have here and some of the people that I would run into here and level with here back in the day. Because most people, I can't really remember a lot of the people's names that I used to see in this area. I mean, hell, I can't even really remember some of the guildies that I used to spend all my time with. I can't really remember their characters' names. One character in specific, I can remember her name because it was a druid. I remember it was a druid that I used to model my druid after because I liked her character so much back in the day. Like one of my first like video game crushes, you could say. But I just remember she played a wood elf druid with red hair. And I still remember her. I'll think fondly of her because like she was like a second mom for me at that point. She was like in her 30s. I remember her family lived in Hawaii when she was playing EverQuest, so you know, pretty different time zone difference. But she was always on about the same time I was whenever me and my brother were playing and sharing our account back in the day. And her name was Elisa. Her character name was Elisa. I just remember she loved trade skilling So she did tons of trade skilling stuff for one of my first guilds, Guardians of Light, that I talked about in my last video. That was such a blast. If I could meet and talk to those people again, you know, 20 years later, talk to them as a fully grown adult now, it would be so cool to get to know these people again. There needs to be like a website for like EverQuest missed connections. It would be such a mess, but it would be so cool just to like find and meet and interact with some of the people that I used to know on this game back in the day, because they probably just knew me, this bratty little asshole kid. Probably not nearly as many fond memories of me as I have of them, but I just remember I had it was so many good experiences with the people that I used to know. But yeah, Elisa was like a Wood Elf Druid, I remember. And then we had a human paladin, Caldarian. Let me say that again. A human paladin, Caldarian. He was a really cool guy. He spent a lot of time with a whole lot of Lobi people, just to help show them some of the cool characters and some of the, like, he would take people to Wraith Mountains all the time, and he would kill giants with them and stuff like that. He was a really good guy. He went out of his way to make sure that everyone felt welcome, so that's probably another reason why I think so fondly of him. But yeah, every time I come through these areas, I just get a whole bunch of, like a rush of nostalgic memories, just thinking about the old people I used to know, and the areas that we used to go to. And I remember one of my guild's first experiences, like trying to raid with a full group, like a full chunk of people. They took everyone to Runny Eye, which it's like a 30 or 40, level 30 or 40 zone. And like we just had a huge crowd of people going to Runny Eye, and it just turned into this massive clusterfuck. Everyone dying and having to go get their corpses and everything like that. But we had so much fun doing it. I mean, I just remember as a kid, like my janky little PC that my mom had, that my mom let me and my brother use. My mom always did like everything she could to try to support me and my brother and like what we found interest in, because we were like, in general, we didn't have that many interests as kids. Like we both played like baseball, but we didn't go out of our way to interact. Me especially, I didn't go out of my way to interact with other kids in school. So anything that I showed like a slightest bit of interest in, like my mom would go out of her way to try to be as supportive as possible. So she brought me and my brother a computer. It was like a Vio. It was like VAIO computer. Like just these big chunky plastic boxes of PCs. And like they were decent for their time, but EverQuest just ran so poorly. So poorly on it. So I remember being in the Runny Eye zone, and we had so many people there that I was just lagging out, and I could hardly see anything that was going on. And I was still just having the time of my life. That was some classic fun right there. Lagging out, dying, everyone in guild chat, what happened? Oh, not to mention whenever we were all on Ventrilo. Oh my god. I'm surprised they ever let me in Ventrilo. Our guild's Ventrilo. Like, they were like... Okay, without the noise, let's try that again. Like, we would all get in Ventrilo, so just imagine a crowd of like 40 people talking in Ventrilo in probably like 2002, 2003, maybe 2004-esque era. So really poor quality. Just all the noise, everything in the background, just super not quality content. And then like a little 13, 14-year-old asshole me just in there talking to people, squeaky voice and all. Oh man. I know it's super cliche, but what I wouldn't give to go through those times again. To experience EverQuest for the first time. To experience some of these EverQuest zones again for the first time. No, I haven't even thought of unsuspending my mercenary the entire time I've been here. Wonder how much faster stuff would be dying if I had my mercenary out. I think I might unsummon my mercenary, or summon my mercenary again soon. Unsuspend, I meant to say. Things like that, I can tell I'm distracted. Haven't even thought about my mercenary at all. That would make this such like a drastic difference. I wonder how much worse the experience would get though. Let's kill these dudes and summon our mercenary. Okay, cool. The other person's still here. I was like, no, I hope I didn't run off the other person. I didn't want to be a dick and like act like I'm taking all the enemies and just make them go off on their own. Damn. Look at that, my mercenary hitting for 594 with the poison ability. So 67.127. Let's see what kind of experience we still get here. It's like, damn, these guys are dying so slow. I wonder why. My mercenary that's like twice my damage. Okay. This is still amazing experience. And that was a blue con, so... back to the experience grind. You guys, I love this game. I put out that video yesterday saying that, you know, I feel like maybe it's time for a break because I don't want to become bitter and jaded. And the moment I tell myself that I'm actually going to take a break, I start to crave EverQuest again. Classic EverQuest situation. I'm done. I quit. Never mind, I'm back. Y'all, my mercenary is making this ridiculously easy. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. It's like having a real group all over again. But for real though, I remember having groups camping here. And like this specific castle area was camped into like 3 different groups. You had the whole like outside area out here. And then you had the tunnel entrance right here. Was another group. And then there was a whole another group that's way in the back. And it worked. Like, this area was, like, pretty phenomenal experience. For, like, all the way up until at least, like, 30 or 31, this area was really good experience. And it was nice, because it was open world. So you weren't necessarily, like, trapped in a specific area when you were trying to get away from enemies. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't like trying to level in some of those old school Guck or Cebalus areas where everything's all in really tiny tunnels and you might get stunned on a wall and then boom, you're dead. Out here, you have tons of open space. This is going so much faster. I didn't necessarily want it to be really fast, but my mercenary just makes really quick work of these guys, especially when I get ads. And he looks cool. I love that graphic. That's still one of my favorite graphics to have on my rogue. Speaking of EverQuest, I saw that Dragons of Norath unlocked for Mischief and Thornblade. So maybe we'll be checking out some Dragons of Norath content soon. So that could be really cool. Oh, let's see if we can pull him back over here. There we go. Let's get him off that area. Very nice. I don't want to act like I'm taking his enemies, but if there's stuff down here to kill and they're higher level, let's kill it. I really gotta sit down, like I said, I need to get my gear fixed up here, like my empty slots, I need to get those filled. And then I need to figure out where I want to go around level 30. I have a few ideas for level 30 content, but I don't want to do where I usually go for level 30 stuff. I would really like to stick with some of the old school classic EverQuest zones, because I feel like a lot of content and the newer EverQuest stuff around level 30, they just become so overtuned. They expect you to use mercenaries and everything, that the areas just become so overtuned that they're just not really a good time, in my opinion. I want to do a lot of the classic or Kunark content, because most classic and Kunark enemies, they hit so weakly. Like, they're so weak when it comes to their hits, so they don't really hit hard. They're usually glass cannons if they do hit hard, and they just die super quick. Is that all that's back here? Oh yeah, they're both they're epic guys, that's right. Well, that's a shame. I thought there was more enemies that spawned down here for some reason. Or maybe it's just been cleared out because of that other guy. Because he's level 38, so this stuff wouldn't be hard for him at all. This should be an absolute cakewalk for a level 38 magician, especially if he has a mercenary. Nice. Like I said, I really don't want to take his enemies, but I also don't want to have to, like, run out and explore around to find enemies. So maybe we can just take the outside stuff and let him be. Ooh, 2 enemies. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying earlier about some of the old school people I remember that played this game in some of my old guilds. One of the first hardcore raiding guilds I ever remember participating in was a guild called the Collective Assault. And the leader was a Froglock warrior named Frogger X. and one of the most toxic individuals you could ever experience in a video game. Just so toxic. Everything he did, like his first character, I remember him talking about, was banned because he, there was a guy who, I guess, sold himself outside of Temple of Ishan back when you could do that. And Santalak, the dragon outside of Temple of Ishan, was up. So I guess the guy pissed him off. So what he did is there was a guy that pissed him off, and he was bound outside of Temple of Ishan. Let me just put it that way. And to get back at him, since he pissed him off, he just eternally trained Santalak on top of him. And the guy, I guess, was AFK. So he just, and this was back whenever like you would lose enough experience to even D-level consistently, and there was like no stop to it. So he D-leveled the guy a whole like 20 or some odd levels while he was AFK. And when the GMs, caught him doing it, or he was reported for it, his first account was banned. But of course, that's not going to prevent an EverQuest player from playing EverQuest. So he made a new account and made another character, and he would brag about it all the time. Like, oh guys, look what I did. He was pretty much an asshole, but he kept a solid group of raiders around him who tolerated it because we wanted to get raid loot and everything. So that was like one of the first actual hardcore raid guilds I was a part of. And I stuck with that, me and my brother stuck with that guild for quite a while. Like all the way up until Depths of Dark Hollow. I stuck with them, raiding with them. Of course, I wasn't like a super hardcore raider at the time. I pretty much stopped hardcore raiding in Dragons of Dorath, but I stuck raiding with them off and on until Depths of Dark Hollow. I remember going through Gates of Discord when we had our first major fallout of people because of, Gates of Discord, and the fact that on top of Gates of Discord causing the major fallout, World of Warcraft and EverQuest 2 also caused a major fallout. It was insanity. Like, seeing that number of people leave. We had so many people that were like, oh no, we'll be back, we're just testing the waters with the new game. And just this mass exodus of people. Because we tried to get to the end game of Gates of Discord, and like we were always an expansion or two behind. So even getting to Gates of Discord with like Omens of War level content, we just couldn't cut it. So that was like one of the first mass exoduses we had in that guild. A whole bunch of people ended up coming back, a year or two later with Depths of Dark Hollow, and they were getting back into raiding, and I remember seeing them all do that. It was pretty cool. I'm kind of sad that I didn't jump ship with them when they went to EverQuest 2 and World of Warcraft. I really am upset that I didn't get to see those games in their prime when they first dropped. But I was too hell-bent on, screw everything that's not EverQuest. Could you tell I was addicted? Let's try to hit level 30 before the end of the night. That's really what I would like to do. I really want the damage cap off our weapons removed and the haste cap removed from us. The good news is everything seems to be spawning really fast here, so I don't feel like I have to cut into his enemies to get to keep it constant. We are getting to the point where steadily more and more of everything is blue to me now. That thing's white. Okay, that's nice. Still a white con. That's not bad. So close. So close to 30 before our EXP potion wore off. That's not bad. You know, five-ish levels and about 30 minutes worth of playtime. For less than the devoted wears off. Get him, mercenary. Get him. Level 30. I think that removes our haste cap. Yep, our haste cap is removed. Our weapon damage cap should be removed also. Should start being actual pretty good damage. Yeah, we're hitting already way faster with that haste cap removed. We got an extra 31% haste going on right now. Nice. Alright, folks. Well, thanks for joining for one last episode of Frontier Mountains Adventure. I appreciate it. Next time I record, we should probably end up being in a different zone. I'm going to try to surprise you guys with where we might go next, if I can think of anywhere that won't either instantly kill me or just be a waste of time. We've got to find a happy medium somewhere, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching again, and I will see you all in the next one.